Good evening, viewers. I take this opportunity to welcome you to our teleconference program. This program is telecasting from the Faculty of Library and Information Science, which comes under the School of Social Sciences. Well, our today's topic is creation of e-resources in library and information science. Well, this program is basically for the students of BLIS. And this evening we are extremely privileged to have Dr. Shailendra Kumar as a resource person. Dr. Shailendra Kumar, he started his career in InStock, which is presently called Nescare. And from there he joined IGNOU as a faculty in Library and Information Science, and after which he joined University of Delhi as a reader. And he was also the head of Department of Library and Information Science. And of course, presently he's in Delhi University. Sir, we are extremely privileged to have you here. And I thank you so much for coming and joining us in this teleconference program. And now I give the time to you.
Thank you very much, Yantanju Chamu. Good evening, dear students. Today we'll be discussing about creation of e-resources. Creation of e-resources involves the use of various softwares and also the use of various hardwares. In library and information science, as a student or when you are working as a professional, off and on you have to create electronic resources for the users. These days the users are all in the electronic era. Besides using the print material, they are also using electronic resources, the e-books, the online journals, and in the teaching and learning, the teachers, they also started using electronics in the teaching learning environment. Teachers are using PowerPoints, Word documents, transparencies. So you have to know how to create these resources. Very simple e-resources that you are already using is the Word file, the document file. Now in this Word file, you are having the material which is the textual material. Now the latest versions of Word, they have given the option of you can insert the images into it. You can also put the multimedia resources, like you can put sound into it. You can also put a video into it. You can also give hyperlinks to the online material available on internet. Word is one area. Then there is another document you can create with the help of using a PowerPoint option. In the PowerPoint, this is an area where you can present your ideas in the form of a slides. These slides can also have text, the image, the audio, and the video. And you can also give the hyperlink in this also. The difference between the Word area and the PowerPoint area is basically PowerPoint can be used for demonstrations and during the conferences and seminar presenting the ideas in a concise form, whereas Word document give the ideas in great length. There are other resources through which you can create a very powerful electronic resources. which can be the combination of Word and also the combination of PowerPoint. Now in this complex e-resource, you can also create your own images, you can also create your own videos. While creating a real multimedia electronic resource, one has to visualize the concept, that what is the concept on which you want to work. Let us say you want to create a e-resource in a library for your users, how to use library. You have to visualize this concept, that in the use of library or the application of library, what are the different facets that you want to highlight. You have to note down these facets. In the library, let us say at first you want to indicate about the layout of the library, how your library is organized, whether it is a single floored library or whether it is a multi-floor library. You have to give the map of your library. You can design an electronic map, or it can be a static map or a dynamic map of the library. Besides giving the floor layout, you can also highlight in the map which portion of the library is for reference readings, where is your reference collection, where is your textbook collections, which area is a serial display unit. So this can be the one idea when you are thinking of the concept of application or use of library. The second can be how to use these resources. What are the different types of resources are there in the library? It can be the encyclopedias in the library, can be the dictionaries in the library, thesaurus in the libraries, or different online databases in the library. Now when we are talking of online databases in a library, how these databases, they can be searched electronically. This is the second idea. The third can be the guidelines or the guides in the library. So once you have visualized this idea that you want to take these three important things in the concept, then you have to note down the script of it. Note down this idea in writing in this script form, and then take this can be added into a doc file or a Word file, and you can take the still images of the library layout, you can take the still images of the various shelving area, you can take the still images of the library furniture. The second is the type of resources. You can take still images of these resources, encyclopedias, dictionary, thesaurus, journals, and various other types of resources. And if your library is having a non-book material, what are these non-book material is, you can take the images of this. Then the instructions that you want to give. Let us say you want to give the instruction guides in the library how to use a catalog card. So you can take some of the images of how the catalog cards looks like, how the entries in the catalog cards are arranged, what is alphabetical arrangement of the collection, what is the classified arrangement of the collection. And then the next important point is that these images can be stored and can be developed in a software. Then the multimedia option is the video. You can take the videos of the library layout, which will give real interactions to our users. You can create a virtual layout of the library using a video option. Similarly, in the case of resources, you can explain things, that how the videos can be done for encyclopedias, how the videos can be done for thesaurus. You can take examples that you are looking for a word and what are the alternative options given in. So a small video can be prepared on this area also. And the most important is the use of the library. You can put users and explain them how to handle these resources. There can be various instructions in this, that how one can make use of this various resources and the libraries. Now this is the physical layout. Then there can be a layout which is related to the services part. The services part of the library can also be put into a E format. This E format can be, initially it can be the text format supported with images and videos. Once these three options, the textual options, the still images and the video images are taken, then all these three together have to be integrated. Now the integration can be done using a simple software. It can be a Media 100, where you can do the integrations of these three, or it can be the Macromedia Flash you can use for the integration of text, image and the video. Now the integration stage is the second stage. The previous stage is that you have to make your images, you have to make your videos in a fine edited format. So one must be very clear that how to edit these images. You can crop up your images, you can give the labeling in your images, you can also highlight the important portion of the library in your images. So once the image is ready, that you can do even in, you can put your image simply in a paint document, and in the paint you can give some labels to it and finalize your image. There can be a more complex and more advanced form of software which can be used for making your still images labeled and more powerful. Similarly, the video can be edited. Now there are softwares, it can be done on the machines, the Mac machines. In the Mac machines one can make use of Final Cut Pro software, FCP and Velocity, which can be machines for IBM supported computers, and FCP can be machines for Apple machines. And they will give you lots of facilities for the video edit. Now in the video edit, one has to keep in mind, like in the images, you have given an options for labeling, you have given an options for giving the title to these images in the library. Let's say if it is an image of a library layout, you can give a library layout first floor, library layout left wing, library layout right wing. So you can put the labels to your images, in the edit form of a video, one has to see, you can be a simple visualizer, that you have to see how you want to have your videos to be given to the users. I am giving you this simple example to create a e-resource, a multimedia e-resource of your library, where your topic or your subject is the use of library, the application of library, where you are highlighting the physical layout, the resources, and the guides given in the library. You can take some other subjects also. You can take subjects for your users. You can do similar things in physics resources. You can do similar things in chemistry resources, another area. Let's come back to the library resource only. In the library resource, our topic is the use and the application of library, creating a electronic resource. Now, when you are editing your video format, in the video format you have to see whether your images from one section to another section, how you want to move your images, whether it can be movement of images from one frame to another frame, two different shots, or whether you want a transitions, whether you want a dissolve. These are the some simple things that we are already doing while preparing a PPT also. Sometime there are options given for how to make a dissolve, how to make the merge, how to make a split. When you are doing a slide transition, when you are doing a slide presentations, in the slide presentation show program, these options are given. To understand some of these options in a very simple way at the level of a Bachelor of Library Science, that what is the transitions is. They have given the slide transition also. Whether you want to move from left to right or right to left or horizontally or a vertical, whether you want to zoom out or zoom in, all these options are given in the PowerPoint slide presentation also. So these are the options one can think of in a very simple way, putting into the video format also for the library applications. Now once you get edited video format, then the most important point is this will be the static video without any script to it. So by seeing the various layout of the library or the different resources in the library, one has to give a descriptions to it, can explain that now you are showing the physical layout of the first floor and the various sections in this, the reference section, the circulation desk, the stack area. So all these text one has to write and see to it that how these text can be combined with the video which is coming up or the still images that you want to put in between. Similarly, a text can be written for the various types of resources. How to make use of encyclopedias, what is the arrangement of encyclopedia is, whether all the concepts are alphabetically arranged in the encyclopedias, how the entries in the thesaurus is arranged. All these text has to be written and can be correlated with the video part of it. Similarly, when you are explaining the use of library, giving the guides, one simple guide can be a catalog, that how this catalog entries are arranged, what is the alphabetical order is, how the classified order in the catalog is arranged, how the subject order of the documents are arranged in the catalog. So one can give the text to it and add into your video format. And once this video format is arranged, now I'll give you some of the ideas that when you are arranging some of your dissolve shots, some of your transition shots into the videos. Let me explain here. Now you will find here that in this, these are some of the tracks. These are some of the audio tracks and these are the video tracks. This is what I was discussing, that when you are writing your text, that how your text can be and you will find here that these are one image, and this is the second image. And you can give a cross into it. Now you can see how the fade is going on, dissolve is there, how the transition of two different shots are given here. So you will find that these are some of the options that you can think of. Here in the screen you will find this is the conveyor belt system in a library, and this is the barcode, explain how the barcode can be used in the conveyor belt system, how these two different video clips can be added, like A and B, how they can be merged together. So these are some of the options that one can look into while explaining, while thinking how the video edit can be done. Now once the your video is finally edited and your script is ready, now you can merge these two together. And once this merger of, which is called a software authoring, now when you are doing a software authoring, then the video, complete video clip using the video of the various parts of the library and the text into it, clip, you want to put into a software authoring, which can later on be used on a computer system. Now when you are using in a computer system, then you have to see what is the final output, whether it will be what will be the format. Your format should be supported on all the platforms, whether it is a Windows 98 or a Windows 2000, Windows NT. So one has to be very, very careful that when the final clip is coming up, when the final authoring is coming up, it should be, your final output should be supported by various operating system. I'll give you later on one example that how this final video clips can be done using a software authoring. Now in the software authoring, you can have a hyperlink for your video, and you can have a link for your images also, and also you can have the text part into your half of the screen, and various topics, like we have selected these three topics. One is the library layout in the e-resource creation, and second is the various type of resources into it, and third one is the guides that one can use in a library. So these three topics can be given into your final e-resource creation, and users can move from one topic to another topic, and whenever you are selecting a single topic, you will find there is a scrolling text about that topic. There are still images that you have taken initially, and then there is a video attached to it. So the whole topic is presented finally into a real multimedia electronic format. Now this multimedia electronic format, that can be run on a standalone machine, or that can also be put into a multi-user environment, that also to be checked, and this can also be put onto internet, so that through internet also your e-resource can be accessed by the users. So if you have the e-resource in this format, so users can have the idea about of your library, its layout, its e-resources, and also the application part, the use of the library on the internet also. So they can access this resource from their classroom, they can access this resource from their campus, or even from their residence also they can use this resource. So one has to see whether you want to use on a standalone, whether you want to put on a local area network, or whether you want to put this e-resource on a campus area network, or you finally want to put onto the internet. So whenever you are deciding these three options, one has to see what type of technology that you want to make use of in finalizing this e-resource access through these three various options of networking. And now I'll give the demonstration of how this final multimedia products looks like. You will see here, this is the final product which has come into CD format. It can also be put onto the server. This is it's given here, it is a V-book, video book, and this book is for European libraries in New Millennium. Now I gave this is a V-book, video book. It is an electronic resource in a real multimedia format, and the title is European Libraries in New Millennium. The e-resources which just now I discussed is about the application of a library. I'll show you how this will look like. So it is a auto run resource. A small program is written to integrate this. So it is a European Libraries in New Millennium. I have given here a country German, and these are some of the library clips of various types of library there. And you will find here these are some of the hyperlinks is given here. Let's say select this particular option. You will find these are the different places. Now here I have given an example of a library where you can put the layout of a library, the resources of the library, and the application of your library. And here you can put the name of your library. Let us say if I'll select this particular option. So you will find these are two options here. It can be the reference area or it can be the stack area. Let's say Bavarian State Library, or let's say this library. So here you will find this area is the text area. So whenever you are working on a concept, you have to think of what is the text that you want to give for your library users, and this text can be a scrolling text. And these are the images that I have mentioned, that you can take the library layout, you can also take the image of the various types of resources and also the guides. So first image, this is the second image, this is the entrance of the library, and this is the machine or various types of equipments that you want to highlight in your library. This is a book-eye machine, and this is the full view of the book-eye machine. This book-eye is specially for digitizing the e-resources, and this is some of the portion of the library stack area. And here is the video clip about the library, let's say. So your video clip will come up. And here I have given an options that one can go back to the home, and I'll show you how this finally the video clip will come. This is the question of compatibility, that whenever you are testing your product, you have to see that how your product is compatible. So you are finding here is coming up, is there on the screen. So this is the video about the library. So you will find these are some of the shots of the library, how the library looks like. So this is about the Bukai machine. So one has to keep in mind that when you are taking this video clip of the use of the library, what are the points that you want to highlight when you are trying to explain about your library. So this is the video clip. Now you can integrate this video clip automatically runs. You have seen in the first options there that it automatically run when you are running the CD, that there is an options given there to run the multimedia clip, and this e-resource can be created in a more sophisticated form also. This was the experiment done in library and information science in India for creating a e-resource for library for students. You can create this similar resource for the application of your library, one topic. You can also create an applications like for do's and do nots in the library. You can give instructions to your users that what are the do's they can do, or what are the don'ts they cannot. They are not allowed to do. They cannot tear it off. They cannot. They should not write things on the pencils on the, or with the ink on the books. They should not spoil it. So in this resource, this is the first stage. Now I can explain there some of the things which was not given. It was a simple scrolling text. Now besides this scrolling text, one can give an options that this text can be a searchable text. Text can be put into the index form, or besides searchable, one can have an option of selecting some of the important ideas in that resource, and this text can be selected and can be put into your clipboard, and this clipboard can be your Word document. You can go on selecting from page 1, page 2 or page 70 some of the paragraphs and important things you can put into a Word document, which can be used for your final exam preparation, or it can be used for research type of things also. That is the options in the text format. And similarly, the options can be given for images. Let's say you want to have some of the image directly from the screen. Now these images can be put as a thumbnail images there if you want to highlight some of the images as a thumbnail images. So all the images associated with the library layout, or all the images associated with the library resources, or the guides, the use of catalog, the how to use the resources. So all these guides or catalogs, all these thumbnail images can be taken, selected, and can be copied into your Word document. And the various clip shots which is given for a library layout or resource or a guides can be taken from the your main document and can be put into your own document. So this will be a really very interactive type of e-resources for the users. They can not only see the things on a particular topic, but they can interact and can take out from things and create their own electronic documents. So this is one idea of creating a e-resource in a library. Once you are through with this, then you can create e-resources exclusively on the databases also. Now what is happening in a databases is there are online electronic databases are coming up. They are not so simple to use. It's not only that you just put your search term and the result will come. It has its various navigation options, that how you want to navigate into your electronic journal, whether you want to navigate through its various indexes of previous issues, or within the issue you want to navigate through its contents page, and within the contents page also it can be the, let's say, through indexes of the journal. So such type of instructions given for an online journal, for a single online journal, or there can be an options for a combinations of various online journals. There are vendors coming up these days, and these vendors are Emerald is one, EBSCO is another, IEEE is another one. There are many online journals vendors are coming up, and they are coming up with the bunch of journals, and how these journals can be accessed, can be handled by the users. One can create electronic resources on the similar lines, starting with the concept that how it can be done. And so this is an idea that how to create a electronic resource in the library.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shalendra Kumar, for your comprehensive explanation on creation of e-resources. We need to clarify quite a lot of points, but since time is running short, we will just stop here for now. But after 15 minutes, we will continue on the same topic. So please don't go away. Thank you very much for being there.
Thank you.